Hello. We're back. Let's quarantine together, you and I. You know, if you're quarantined, you might as well be quarantined with me. And let's do some free live readings. Well, this graphic probably needs to change. I'm just saying, this graphic needs to change. Is it the footer? Yeah, that's a footer. Reverend Deep, Seba, hello, how's it going? We are updating our graphic here. Give me one moment. What would be a good one? I think that the green would be nice. Or this blue? That blue is very, very contrasty. That blue is very contrasty indeed. Seba, Mayhawk, hello, how's it going? Tatiana, how are you? Let's quarantine together, you and I. Just you and I. We're going to quarantine. We'll be quarantined at the same time, together reading some Lenormand. Why? Because why not? If you're going to be quarantined, you might as well read some Lenormand in the process, right? What's coming towards me? Let's see. How are you? I'm doing great. How is it going? And Seba, hello. Any good news coming my way? Sophia, welcome. How is it going? So we're quarantined. You know, if nothing else, this crisis has taught me that I need food, water, and everything else for 6 months at the house. So let's say you can't leave the house for 6 months. You need to have everything ready and prepared. That's what you need. We'll do the fluffy Lenormand today. Tonight we'll do the more traditional Lenormand, but for now we will check it out with the fluffy Lenormand. So let me update this with all of that. Let's see, what are the current feelings of S towards me? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get a random number generator up and running. If I'm going to do a random number. So the first random number would be 8. Let's go to that. Move onward and sideways until we find the 8, which means I need to move that over there. Okay, I need to move that over there. So we'll go over here to 8 and see what happens then. And food for the cat, exactly. Need food for everything and everybody, basically. If you have nothing, you need everything for 6 months. All right, messages from an ancestor, spiritual brother, Alexandria. Hello, Manya. Good morning. Let's see. Any good news coming my way? Message from the ancestors. Let's see. AM. Hey, how's it going? All right. RK wants to know. Feelings of FS towards me. All right, feelings of FS towards me. Let's go for it. Well, first let's find you. Feelings of FS towards me. Okay, we'll throw that down over here. Why are they exactly that? Okay, we'll put that there. There and there and there. There we go. All right. If I move that down a little bit, we have the green screen behind it. Not exactly the best thing. Not exactly the best thing in the world. George, hello. How's it going? All right. So let's figure out about feelings towards you. Feelings towards you from SS. All right. So, well, not so much. I think they have mixed sort of feelings, right? I think that they have mixed feelings. Part of them wants to sort of head over. Part of them wants to head over and make a commitment, but the future is kind of unclear for that. I think they have a lot of mixed feelings towards you. And part of that could be because of past interactions, or part of that could be because of mixed messages. When the messages do come through, or the messages do have some meanings and whatnot, they're sort of mixed, so they don't really have a 100% sort of, 100% confidence in what's going to happen. So maybe the fear of the unknown, maybe hesitancy in jumping into the unknown is pausing it a bit, but it seems things are sort of muddy and unclear in a lot of different Respect. Sophia, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. So they do have a bit of mixture with there. I think that you sort of feel that this person is somebody that you're destined to be with. I think you have that strong sort of soulmate type connection and whatnot. And it's sort of confusing for you because you're trying to have them do the same sort of feelings towards you, but it's just not manifesting the way that you had hoped, basically. So I think it's an important person for you. You do have a lot of things sort of riding on the relationship, and you're trying to figure out how to go about that. But the path is muddied. The path is not clear. Their emotions, their feelings are not clear. And you're just sort of trying to figure things out day by day. But I mean, you do have the ring sort of right there, and it's a very positive card, a very true card, a card that you can get excited about and whatnot. So I think that that's going to be something that you can, you can rely on, that if you have that commitment, it's going to be very positive for you. If you have that commitment, you're going to be very happy because, again, you feel this person is connected to you in a long way sort of thing. But there are pathways towards that. In other words, as you get to the crossroads, that means that you both have other options, or you both have other pathways that you could be chasing. So it's going to be a hard decision for both of you because of the unclear nature of some of this stuff. So anyway, a lot of mixture in here, mixture good and bad, and a lot of clouds, a lot of feelings of what's going to happen and uncertainty. And it's sort of uncertain times as well with the virus and whatnot. I think that that's going to be sort of confusing. You're going to have to get through that, basically. So there you go. All right. So Sophia wants to know, how does my family really feel about me? My partner's family is super social, extreme introvert, person to be in the house with a book and a cat. All right. Let's find out about that. Okay, SN. Feel about me. How does my family feel about me? My partner's family. So you're his family. How does, not my family, his family. All right. How does his family really feel about me? I live the introvert life. There you go, Sophia. You and I both. We live the introvert life. And being in quarantine, to where you can't leave the house or what have you because all the businesses are closed. That doesn't, that's great for the quarantine life. I'm just saying. Everybody's life is now the quarantine life, thanks to all of this stupid virus stuff. All of the dumb virus stuff has made everybody into a introvert. So in case you're wondering about the introversion life, you're now experiencing it. Welcome to the introversion type thing. Anyway, so we are over the birds. How friendly is that? How friendly is that? I'm a Leo. Would like to know if we're going to find work soon to get an apartment. Jamie, fire sign, welcome. How is it going? All right. His family. What's happening between me and Charles? All right. Let's find out about the family. We'll go for the tree. What do you think? Go for the tree and plop it right next to our random number, which is going to be the whip. So that is probably not a good beginning. You landed in a weird spot. You definitely landed in a weird spot. So let's sort of take it day by day here and see how it goes. And that was the worst spread I've ever done. There we go. All right. So how does his family feel about me? Well, let's see. I think that they, you said that they have a lot of, okay. So do you have any kids? Do you have any children? I assume no. You said a book and a cat. You don't have children? Because the child being right under here sort of points to that they want children, or they expected children, or something's happening with children. But basically, it's almost like that they think the relationship is I guess not traditional, or not normal, but not traditional or something like that, because I think maybe they wanted kids or something like that. But anyway, but you have the coffin over the child, which is an interesting aspect. And then, and the fox underneath the woman. So, interesting that they landed right next to this. I think that they have mixed messages and things like that. So it seems like that they wanted kids, or they want kids, or they expected kids, or something's happening. So there seems to be messages around. So there seems to be messages around children, or around the expectation of children or whatnot. If you're going to have a relationship, you know, when are you going to have kids or anything like that? So it seems like that they're sort of asking about that, either asking about that or curious about that, or things like that. But the bear pretty much points to the stability, right? That they do have a pretty much stable reaction towards you, and they think that you're a stable person, and that you're not going to be running away, or you're not going to be doing anything odd, or you're not going to be causing a lot of drama or whatnot. So so there's a lot of mixed messages within there. So, but one of the main things that they find you stable, and they find you reliable, and they think that you're going to be around. You're not going to be jumping around or anything. So, as far as his whole thing, there are messages about you, or there is talk about you and whatnot. Michelle, welcome. Hey, how's it going? So there is talk about you. I don't think it's negative. I just think that when they're alone and they're talking to him, then they do have some questions about you and things like that. So they want an update on you, because you're sort of shrouded in a bit of mystery, since maybe you don't get out a lot, or you don't do a lot of things and whatnot. So it's also like that they wanted to take a vacation with you, so to get you and go on a family cruise or some type of vacation with you or something like that, to where they can get to know you or get to know more details about you. But they do find your, they do talk about you to try to figure out any information about you that they can figure out, because, you know, you're sort of shrouded in a bit of mystery, being the introvert and whatnot. So people like to know more information about the introvert, because the introvert is not outside a lot. So, yeah. So, you know, being a private person has advantages and disadvantages. One disadvantage is everybody wants to know what you're doing over there in that private area. What are you doing over there in that private area? She's over there. What is she doing over there? I don't know, because, you know, I don't have any visibility into that. But people that are super duper social, they have a lot of visibility, because now I know that you went here and you went there. And again, I think that they want to take a vacation with you, or they want to take a trip with you to learn more about you and to see you in action, per se. They wanted in action. I want to see her in action to see exactly what happens, you know? Mom Bear, hello, how's it going? But anyway, I mean, overall, they don't have any negativity about you, you know. It's a positive reaction. They're just sort of curious about you. They want to know more. They want to know more. They want to have more visibility into your life, and to see what's going on over there in the privacy of what you do in your own time. Julie, hey, how's it going? But Sophie, I'm the same way, right? I'm the exact same way. I just bought 8 books, so I'm reading a lot of books. I bought 3 Star Trek books. I bought historical fiction. I bought a couple of nonfiction, and a couple of fantasy books and whatnot. So I sit here and read. I sit here and read a lot, and do tarot and work and whatnot. So I'm living the introvert life. There you go. What are my husband's true feelings for me? Archie is back. Welcome, Archie. ALP, thank you for your donation. Hi from the Philippines. Well, hello back from Texas, where I assume we're both quarantined. Messages from Martin for me in the present. So is Martin a love interest, or is Martin your current love that you have in your picture? Is that Martin right there? Is that Martin right there in your picture? Let me know. Let me know. Moonbeam, hello. How's it going? Moonbeam, there is no list, by the way. We'll switch over here. There is no list. Donations take priority. Then I pick at random. It is completely random. I like random. I do like random. We're not ending soon. Don't worry about that. Okay. So now that we're zoomed in, ALP wants to know, Martin. So is Martin the one in your picture? Are you in love with Martin right now? Are you and Martin hanging out right now? Is Martin watching right now? Let's find out. Messages from Mars? No, messages from Martin. Messages from Martin. Jordan, hello from Colorado, Jordan says. Well, hello back from Texas. And Julie has joined us, and everybody's here. Everybody is here. Robin, hey, how are you? All right, now we're down to 4 is our new random number. So let's move up to 4. Let us move up. I should do this virtually. I should have green screened this. I made a mistake. I should have green screened this. But that's okay. Mistakes were made. That's all right, though. So we'll go with 4 for Martin. We're trying to figure out if Martin is that cutie there in the picture, and he is. All right, so Martin goes right here, by the way. Martin goes on 4. Let's dig up Martin and figure out what is happening with Martin. There we go. There's Martin right there. There is Martin, not literally, that's not literally Martin, but that's pretty close. That's close enough for science. That's close enough for science and quarantine. And we do need to move Martin down a little bit. So Martin is in frame. That always makes the reading much better when everybody can see the cards. Yes. Julie, when I'm here, everybody is here. That's right. Seba, Sal, hey, how's it going? Moonbeam, AM. There's a lot of Martins. There is. Martin is very popular during the quarantine. Martin is very popular. All right, so Martin's right over the house. So if we're wondering about messages from Martin to me in the present, I think that Martin's very, very comfortable with you, right? We have the house right under Martin. Martin's very comfortable with you. Martin has a lot of positive feelings and a lot of regards to you. I think Martin wants a happy family. I think that Martin is very content with a lot of different things, right? We have the sun over the tree. I think Martin's pretty happy with a lot of different things. So if you're looking for good news from Martin, I think that you have it. I think that we have at least one Martin in chat that has good news, right? The tree is about health, lineage, growth, and things like that. And I think Martin is very comfortable with how things go, right? I have no idea what that says. We page, we guamps? I have no idea. Alyssa, I can't read that. I'm sorry. I do not speak that. If you can do English, let me know. I appreciate it. We are in no contact. Well, I think Martin has positive things going on. Did you have some incident where Martin left? Do you have some incident where Martin just left? Or something happened with that? The home broke? I mean, we have a lot of different things. One is that sort of have the ship feel against that as well. So, I think there's a lot of positivity is what I see in the cards and whatnot, unless they just left. If they left, I think that eventually they'll be coming back. So, I mean, you have all these great cards sort of after that. What is the future? The future could be a bit clouded. The future could be a bit confusing. But I do think that there's a lot of positivity around here. It seems that somebody left, somebody exited. It could have been Martin, and Martin does want a stable relationship. Maybe Martin couldn't get a stable relationship. Maybe there were some factors that prevented that from happening. But there are a lot of positive cards here. As far as the future, it does look almost 4 years. Had a big fight last July. Miss them, yeah. So I think that they'll be coming back. I mean, this looks really positive. As far as the future could be cloudy. The future is cloudy. And that sort of means that it's uncertain of how the future goes. But after a break, it does look really positive. But, entertainment purposes only. Never make relationship decisions based upon a dude reading Lenormand cards. Lenormand cards on YouTube. But we do have sort of an exit as per the ship with the anchor, an exit from stability, an exit from, stableness. We do have a good home before that. We do have a pretty decent future. So I think that Martin will eventually be contacting you again. Is what basically it's saying, right? Anyway, so yeah, I mean, you have good news. I think Martin will eventually contact you. I think Martin does expect a stable, happy relationship. And I think that there are a lot of positive cards with this. So could be a positive future. It could be a lot of good news in the future, maybe. So there we go. Anyway, thank you. Appreciate the thing and all of that. Yeah. So a lot of great cards. I mean, you don't have like a lot of bad cards. We don't have the Scythe. We don't have a lot of negative cards in here. So if you're looking for good news, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good, at least. All right, Saba, thank you for your donation. And Red Sage Tarot, thank you for your donation as well. Saba wants to know any good news coming my way. Let's check this out. This is the fluffy Lenormand, by the way. If you like this, it will be available soon. It will be available soon after the virus goes away and people print things and people ship things, you know, after those basic necessities are met, then you will see this on Kickstarter. Any good news coming my way? Let's check it out. After we use up a bottled water, I did find good news. Bottled water is in stock. Bottled water is in stock here in Texas. I have bottled water. I'll tell you one thing. If the quarantine has taught me one thing, it's that I need enough supplies at my house to last 6 months. If you need enough stuff in your house to last 6 months. If you don't have that, you're going to run into problems. You're going to run into problems. I'm just saying. I did not know that before. I did not know that before. So yeah, there's that. Saba wants good news. And Saba, your random number, by the way, we just did your random number is 30. We're going all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Green top bottles are popular. Indeed. All right. There's 28. That would be 30 right here. All right. You have landed here. Ooh, that is decent news, I guess. Decent news, I guess. A room dedicated to water, food, and the cat. That could be it. That indeed could be it. I need to modify this. I need to modify this, by the way. And yeah, there is that. Okay, that was green. And now it's not green. All right, if we're going to play that, if the donation bar is going to play that game with me, then we'll just make it. We'll just make it a dark gray here. Here we go, like that. So it's not quite black, but it's not quite white either. High Priestess, hello, how's it going? Saba, wow, I'm 30 years old. Yeah. Room dedicated to just stuff. A room dedicated to stuff. All right, 30 and 30, indeed. Yeah, 27, yeah, 30. All right. So any good news? I think that we could use the clover for this, actually. So we'll be based upon the clover. We'll be based upon the clover and use that. There we go. Any good news? All right, let's hide the remainder of the cards and focus on your good news all around and see what we got. See what we got. So the good news is about family. The good news is about family. So you do have positive influences with family. We do have a lot of good things with family. Maybe more specifically the parents, right? Parents or family connections. Family connections will be... Joe, welcome back. How is it going? Family connections will be strengthened with this crisis. Family connections will be firmed up. Family connections will be renewed. If we're having family issues right now, family connection issues, they'll be sort of fixed. A lot of things will be fixed by the end of this. I think it'll bring people together and it will let them know that your stability lies within family. It lies within the people that you know, the friends, and the things like that as well. I think that work will be renewed. Work will be renewed. I think work will be improved after the thing is over. After the thing is over, after the crisis is over, we'll have a renewed sort of foundation, a renewed foundation. Either if you're in some sort of legal thing going on, or if you're in some other types of things or work or any institution, right, is going to be renewed and it's going to be more stable after this is over. Because I think that people sort of figured out how to adjust to this crisis and how to survive this crisis. And at the end of that, now you have a big positive outlook. You have a big positive outlook because we survived it together. We survived it together. And I think that's really going to sort of be renewed as far as good news as well. So we sort of really pointing back to the family. We have multiple things pointing back to the family, by the way. And another thing, as far as the good news as well, is that I think that communication will be strengthened between communication will be strengthened between you, your friends, people that you know, and just overall. And I think a lot of lessons learned from this will come about, right? I do think as well that your knowledge about how to adjust to crises, or your knowledge about how to adjust to changing, I think this has thrown you out of your comfort zone, and a lot of different comfort zone things just went away, just poof, vanished. And because of that, I think that you're going to be better prepared for minor adjustments, or minor changes in your life won't be so big of a deal. Because a lot of times we get nice and comfortable in our day-to-day life, and then all of a sudden something like this happens, and we're way out of our comfort zone. We're scared, we're fearful, we're wondering what's going to happen next. But after you survive it, after you get to the other end, now the worst is over, and now you feel more comfortable in yourself. Now you feel more confident in yourself because we made it through. Basically. So yeah, good news. Good news. Your comfort zone has been shattered. Things at work will get better. Things with communication will firm up. Things with family will firm up as well. So basically, yeah, good news with all around. So that's one of the interesting things about this. What is it? What's that quote? Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So at the end, we're all a bit stronger. And at the end, we know who we can rely on. And at the end, we know how to prepare for minor adjustments. Because this is a major adjustment that we're in right now. Anyway, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Red Sage Tarot. RST. How's B feeling about me? Let's find out. Your lucky random number is not 30. Yours is 12. There we go. Let's move up to 12 and figure that out. Yeah. And your lucky symbol is the birds. Your lucky symbol is the birds. Let's find out about Bobby and check out what's going on. Kind of like going through detox. That's right. All right. These are interesting to say the least. These are interesting as well. If you like these, by the way, they're coming to Kickstarter after the virus is over. People want a date. You want a date? I'll give you a date after the virus is over. That's the date. Okay. Oh, so we are on the birds. We're on the birds. Seba, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's throw down Bobby. Throw down Sir Bobby, find out what is happening with that. We were just in this neighborhood a minute ago. This is kind of interesting, isn't it? It's kind of interesting, isn't it? We were just in that neighborhood a moment ago, around that neighborhood. But yeah, there's that. Okay, Seba, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Take some water. We're getting a relaxed session here. Larry, what's going on? Larry, you should have your stuff Monday if you don't have it today. Larry, did you already get it today? Let me know. Well, Larry, you're in the U.S. Never mind. Mail hasn't run yet. I hope mail continues to run. If mail stops, we're screwed. Positive outlook I have there, right. No, but if mail stops, we got some problems. All right. Let's see here. How is Bobby feeling about me? When is the virus going to be over? I think end of April. I think, I don't know. Okay, tonight we'll do my virus predictions. Every Sunday we do virus predictions, but basically end of April it's going to be pretty much over, but I think the media is going to continue to hound it every day, hound it every day, hound it, even though there's nothing happening. I think that's what happens. Anyway, that's what I have in the cards. Robin Friedman, all right, continues to run too. Yep, exactly. Okay, but I think end of May, you can look for relief. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. That's my prediction, that things will quiet down. Things will quiet down end of May. Because if you look at everywhere else, they're quieting down now. Virus prediction. It doesn't mean it's accurate. It just means that this is my opinion based upon what I saw in the cards last week. And we'll do tonight. We'll do another one. So watch tonight's stream if you want a completely random person's opinion. Because, you know, random people have opinions. When will I get toilet paper? I have to go. Well, you may have to improvise, Larry. You may have to improvise. You may have to. You never know what's going to happen with the toilet paper situation. I have, you know, I got enough toilet paper to last me probably 3 months. I should be good. 3 months. Because I bought the big Costco, you know, the big Costco toilet paper like a month ago, a long time ago. And I can't use that much. I can't use that much at all. But anyway, but we're wondering about B and the feelings. I think B has some pretty positive feelings about you. We have some good news with cards in there. Is B like a friend or something? Let me know. Red Sage Tarot, let me know what is your relationship with B. And I asked that because we have the dog right before the man. And then we have the ship right before that. It's almost like that they came into your life suddenly. They came into your life suddenly as a friend, or as a friend type relationship. And it's almost like that you're trying to convert this to a long-term love relationship, but there are difficulties trying to get that going. There are some difficulties trying to get that going. 3 months. Been dating for about 3 months. There you go. Okay, cool. So were you a friend? Were you sort of a friend, or did they come in as a friendship relationship, or did you sort of meet them and it was kind of casual and whatnot, and then things got a little bit more serious and all that good stuff? Because it does look like that you're in a pretty, you know, steady type relationship, and I think the relationship looks pretty good, but there are difficulties with the relationship, and that could come back to mean the difficulties meaning you have some minor squabbles, or you have some, you know, you want to get serious, they don't want to get serious, or they want to get serious and you don't want to get serious, or there's a mismatch somewhere here. There's almost like there's mice running around in the relationship sort of messing things up, or putting a bit of difficulty, not, you know, serious difficulties. This is not like the scythe or something like that. But we do have the whip, which points to, you know, the difficulties in the relationship. We have 2 difficult cards at the end, sort of meaning that there are some roadblocks with going into the long-term marriage, or going into the, you know, the pure soulmate type thing. There's some roadblocks within that you're trying to adjust to, or you're trying to figure out. And getting through those is going to take some work and some communication and some dedication on both people's part in order to get through those, right? But we have some interesting stuff at the bottom. It's like that one person wants kids and the other person doesn't want kids. Can you tell me about this? I'd like to know about that, because it's like one person wants kids and the other one doesn't want kids. And then we have the fox and the bear underneath these. So we have a mismatch on I want kids, I don't want kids. So we seem to have a mismatch here. And part of that could be some drama, some of the issues that we see coming in, and a bit of slyness or a bit of mistrust on some difficulties or some things that are sort of hitting here. Anyway, this is the fluffy Lenormand, by the way. I have a daughter and he doesn't, but he says that he wants them too. Okay. All right. So it's sort of a child mismatch. One person has one person doesn't. And then we have difficulties. We have a bit of a drama. There seems to be some financial disagreements. There seems to be some financial disagreements as well as to how the money is spent, who does what with the money and whatnot. We do have sort of resources and authority and control with the whip. Sort of has an interesting dynamic here as well. But anyway, I've gone long on this. I'm sorry. But basically, it's stable with issues. Stable with issues. I think the issues can be worked out. We have too many positive cards. We have too many positive cards. So, you know, Julie, I can read everything that you write. I can read everything that you write. Is that good or bad, Julie? I don't know. But I can read everything that you write. Julie gives me such a hard time. Julie gives me such a hard time. With the fluffy Lenormand. This is my Lenormand, by the way. Well, it's not mine. It's a bunch of free images put together. But still, it's got a nice filter. It's got a nice filter on them, and it looks cool. It's got a nice filter on them, and it looks cool. So there you go, the fluffy Lenormand, available after the virus. That's the new due date with everything. After the virus. When am I going to get this? Well, after the virus. You know? When is this going to happen? Well, after the virus. Whoa. Connection with T in 2020. Let's find out about that. Mr. Fluffy with a time frame. There you go. Love reading with a time frame from Mr. Fluffy. What is your random number, by the way? Your random number, we just used 12. Now we're going to use 22. Now we're going to use 22. So we got 18, 19, 21, 22. Crossroads. We're already at the crossroads. We're already at the crossroads. What should I do in my situation about love? Kayanat, welcome. Asha, welcome. High Priestess. Jordan, welcome. Robin Freeman, how's it going? And Larry's hanging out. Larry, if you don't get that by Tuesday, let me know. You should have it Monday. Should have it Monday. Should have it Monday. And hopefully everything's going well over there, Larry. I know you had some things happening over there. Sorry to hear about all that. Hopefully everything is going to be better over there. So what is your connection with T heading in 2020? Let's find out. I think that your number is right here, which is interesting to say the least. Priyanka, there is no list. Donations take priority. CM, welcome. I talked about time before the virus and after the virus. That's right. There's PV prior virus and there's AV after virus. By the way, I have to go. Okay. I have to go on a quest for food. How bad is this? I have to go on a quest for food. I have a route figured out. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Walmart, and then I'm going to go to Kroger, and then I'm going to go to Target, and then I'm going to go have lunch, and then I'm going to go to a grocery store that I've never heard of before that supposedly has food. I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 grocery stores just to get food, just so I can eat next week. I have to go to 4 grocery stores because none of them have everything in one place. One supposedly has vegetables. One supposedly has fruit. One supposedly has some basic supplies like Tupperware stuff, plastic forks, and then one supposedly has water. So I'm praying that I can get some food. I'm just saying. How bad is this? How bad is that? And they want us to stay home. I can't stay home because you can't get a food. You have to go to 4 different places. If you want me to stay in a quarantine, then I need to be able to order food. But I can't because of life. Because of life. All right, there we go. There we go. But that's okay. I'm going to get it. It doesn't matter how many miles I need to drive. I'm going to get it. If I have to eat lettuce by itself, then I'm going to eat lettuce by itself. Anyway, but good news. Good news. I did find a place that has soup online in a box. So I ordered 70. I ordered 70 because there's a high probability that all the businesses will be closing. And by the way, they're now restricting supermarkets. Some supermarkets, you can only go in 10 or 20 people at a time. And so there's a long line of people waiting to go in. So anyway, you know, you didn't ask to hear about that, but I'm going to tell you anyway, because it's my channel. It's my channel. How's my connection with T? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's do random cards. Random cards. A big bag of taters. That is not a half bad idea. A bag of taters is not a half bad idea at all. All right. Yeah, Kroger supposedly has more groceries than Walmart. I think Walmart is where everybody goes because they're trying to get everything at once. And there is like a grocery store I've never heard of before. I'm going to try that one because I heard that one has some basic supplies that we need and stuff. Anyway, let's find out. We have to go to 6 stores. Yep. I enter the supermarket 5 minutes before it closes and grab whatever I need. That's not a half bad idea. That's not a half bad idea at all. Okay. So what your connection with T in 2020? For some reason, you got a friendship. You got a friendship. I think that you have a pretty good connection. I think that you can talk about stuff. I think that you can talk about stuff that, you know, with that you can talk about with friends. I don't see like a beautiful love card or whatnot. I think that either you or T have other options as far as connections go, because you did land directly on the crossroads. I think that you have other options. They have other options. Orange Peel, hello, how's it going? But we do have a friendship type connection, or a pretty tight connection as far as love goes, or far as stuff goes. I think that's pretty good. How is it going to go in 2020? What is the future connection with 2020? Well, we do have a couple of different things, right? We have the mountain here, and we have the mountain here. And the mountain right next to the crossroads brings an interesting aspect to this, as well as the mice and whatnot. But if you're looking for something deeper, something more pronounced, something more loving, we're moving towards the mountain as far as the future goes. In the past, I think that both of you had other options, and that's sort of where we're going, right? Sort of where we're going. We both had other options. Maybe he had other love opinions. He had other love opinions. He had other love options. You had other love options. You know, there was a good reason that the friendship was there. And you have the double crossroads, which means that people may be interested in different love interests. You may want friendship only because you have interesting love connections with other people, right? We have a delay, though, with those love connections in the past. And so we got into a friendship to keep the options open. Maybe there's some options in the future. I want to keep that open. So we got within that friendship realm. It's almost like that maybe you have known each other a while. Maybe you've known each other a while. And how was work yesterday? I worked 20 hours Friday. It was terrible. But work yesterday was not bad. I had a very small... What is that noise? I had a very small work window. And I have a work window today, too. Every day of my life, I have to work. Okay. So this means that it's almost like that you have some mutual friends as well. We have some mutual friends. So things are going in that direction. Things are going with the mutual friends and whatnot. So yeah, I think that we have a good connection in 2020. I think things are pretty positive, and I think things went well, or things are going well. So if you're looking for a love interest, I really don't see that as like long-term love interest, or we're going to be love for life. We're going to have the passion. We're going to have all of this for life. You do have a couple of things sort of obstructing that a bit, But, you know, overall, I think it looks pretty good if you're looking for a stable friendship, a stable type thing as well. Anyway, That is the fluffy Lenormand. I hope you have enjoyed today's show. I will be back tonight. We did a good 45 minutes this morning. I appreciate everybody joining. I will be back tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please join me then. And thank you for hanging out. We'll see you tonight. Have a great day.